Go ahead.
Alright, just got 13th at the Knoxville region. Playing best deck in the room. First card, Fenrir just won, ain't trying to play into.
So turn this way.
Alright. One Fenrir, not trying to play into Droll too often.
What deck are you playing first, man?
Best deck, man.
Alright, I guess we'll find out.
So, don't want to play into Droll, and you don't want to search for your guy and then not get to resolve this. Was playing 2, went to 3.
So now we know what you're playing.
Card just was glued a lot and searched for a lot of shines, and it was just over. Alright, so then one of the best cards in the deck. Not the best card in the deck. That'll be later.
Okay, one of the best. Tier cash, we know what that do.
These two are great, but they're not the best. I only play one. So good, you only need one.
Yeah, that's facts.
Wouldn't want to play more than one. Your normal summon. My only normal summon in the deck that I want to normal.
Alright.
Spice. Nobody plays.
Jesus.
Pop a tier card. Make a Barone. If you pop like a tier cash, you'll get the mills. Make a Barone, and then you can go into a Astral on your opponent's turn. Can't stop it either. For the traps, we are playing 2 solid, 1 crime, 1 meta noise, 1 trigger crime.
Yeah, them ratios look right.
When you have this card with board, you just win the game. It's FTK.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't want to see too many and not have a way to get a monster on board. Card's insane.
Yeah, this search is crime, man.
Huh?
That search is crime. You mill it.
Yeah, you can search crime, and also you just play so much. It's this and a Sharon, a Rhino with, it's just too much. For the back row hate, save me versus Runic in round 1. Terrible hand. Use this. Shadal Beast. Drew a field spell. Won the game. Never resolved. Milled it a couple times. Had it versus a Runic dude that played 50 floodgates, so I just never got resolved.
I was the opposite. I kept drawing that damn card.
He sat on 1 monster and just kept Tikabooing in rivalry both first turns, or his first turn, and blah blah blah. Alright, never cut this card. I did side one out usually if I wanted to have all my gas, and just didn't want to draw too many of them.
I don't know why people playing without it, man.
If you don't play without this, it's stupid.
2 negates for free.
This is where I just realized, and now that I think about it, I never had it, and I lost the game because of it. Well, yeah, I'm pretty confident I would have won that game. Didn't play the fucking Medora.
Forgot to play Medora, huh?
These cards were insane. I kept seeing these cards with the field spell, searching the shine, MILF 8. Milling 20 on people's turn. It was insane. I'm saving the best card for last. Alright. These 2 cards are broken. Draw 1. If you're going second, you can mill like 4 or 5 before this. If this, like, you've already got 2 monsters, they got 3 or 4. Mill 5 plus like there was times where I hit both of these and then milled this, and I just milled like 50. So
50 and a 40 card damn.
Nobody
Goods and burial.
Nobody stopped this card all day. No ashes on this card. Nobody cared about this card. They never ashed it. I mean, I guess they never had it.
Don't. I mean, I would ask the trivia card in person.
Cutting this card never came up.
Yeah,
Came up one time. I was already drove.
I've been told you.
Cutting it, dead mill. Never sided it out though. I'll tell you that. Never sided it out.
They
But I
probably
wanna cut
never
it.
used that motherfucker.
Never used it, but want to cut it. The one poly, make your guardian chimera untargetable. Search it off of
King of the Swamp.
your King of the Swamp. If you got King of the Swamp poly and a tier name, you get a Root Kalos and a Grapha. Like, who's playing through that? 9 times out of 10. All right, the call by. Never resolved it, sided it out a lot of times and just said if you got it, you got it.
I usually started out going second, not
And,
first.
no, I'm saying going first was siding it out, going second was siding
I
out.
don't be siding out going first. I be scared of that D-berry, man. I mean, D-shifter.
Once I realized they weren't playing shifter, I was definitely siding that out. I could play through most ashes and Droll didn't hurt too bad. If they didn't ash at the right time, added this in, unbrick me. Well, it didn't unbrick me. I already had stupid hand. I just had a Trivia Karma. So this popped my Trivia Karma, added Scream, and then my inboard was already insane, and then that just made it.
Yeah, it's level 6 too. So
And it's a
you
level
can
6. You can go into something that we'll show in a second. All right, I resolved this card. I resolved this card twice, and it got ashed once. The 2 games I resolved this card, it was a FTK.
I activated that card 4 times and got ash twice on that card.
Every time I activated this, it was a FTK. The board was just insane because I already had a Miller in hand. All right, and this card came up pretty good, and you don't always need your extra deck. If you can make a turn 1 board that's unbreakable, you don't need 15 extra deck monsters. So if you had any way to mill these or Shiren, Field Spell, this in hand, blah, 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 mill 6, they're going to ash. Once you ash this, I look at you and I mill this. And I go mill 5. And y'all know you ain't got no spot. And then you just negged. And I didn't even care about the 6 monster I lost because they were like super poly targets. Alright, best card in the fucking deck. This card was in my hand a lot, and it didn't matter. Didn't matter.
I already know.
This card was in my hand so many times, and I either had these or these. And the play was just, I kept normal in this. Send in a tier name immediately. Immediately. Didn't care. Send a tier name immediately. I don't want to mill. I want to go ahead and make this motherfucking Beatrice, and you can't stop it. Alright, for the extra deck. Play King of the Swamp.
Yep, facts.
This card, save me. You're saved for even. Will send a Miller out of your hand and you just win. You get a negate and
Or even tribute
a mill 5 and you just win. Good card. Summon this more times than I summon this. Summon this more times than I summon any of these.
I tried to end every turn with Collado on the board today. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
I tried to end every board today with Collado on board.
I try to end every board with this and a Beatrice. So for the links, I mean for the XYZs, I'm tripping. Never came up once. Still not cutting it. I don't want to play against Fluanda Reeves. So will not cut this card. This card came up round 8. Beat him first game. He was playing super heavy. Drawled him. No, actually game 1. Made a stupid board. Seen he was playing super heavy. Made this. He insta-scooped. Game 2. Drawled him. Didn't have that good of a hand. Ended up making a window on my second turn. And he just had straight hand traps. This card was the MVP. I made this card so many times. Well, this card wasn't the MVP. I'm sorry. This card allowing me to get to this was the MVP. I made this so many times. I didn't even fuck an interruption, fucking negate. I want a mill 5 on both players' turn. If not, mill 10 and then shuffle back and try to mill. But I fucking was only playing one shuffle, so I was wondering why am I not hitting another shuffle? Made it one time with visas. Won me the game. Stopped him from special and the bestials.
Y'all know Brown.
Actually misplayed. I could have made this before I activated my tier card.
Yeah.
And he negated my tier card and specialed, and then I made this and just popped his magma hut. And he didn't have nothing but the bestial for that next turn. Alright, never made this card. Never made this card. I never seen Super Poly, and I never hard made. I was gonna hard make this one time if I could attack direct, but he had a little bit of mock shit. I'm like, nah, we ain't gonna do that right now.
I OTK the nigga with that Zat lineup.
This never once came up. Kind of forgot I was playing it one time. One time it would have been.
It probably came up. You just forgot to damn use that motherfucker. That's all it did.
I didn't want it to come up. I didn't want to get rid of my field because I always had back row tier traps. I always had the trap. I always had a meta noise or a solid. And I always wanted them
I guess
to
it'll
get
come more if he's running Diviner. So
yes. Came up once. Actually didn't come up. My dumb ass just wanted to make it because the dude was playing a branded Chimera deck. So I wanted to make it on him. Made it. Lost me the game too. Should have just stayed with my regular inboard. And he wouldn't have beat it. But I kind of wanted to draw off of it. And the draw was terrible, so I was like, MVP. How do you play through this? 2700 with field spell. Most inboards I made today look like with Sulik and maybe a crime in the back. And
yeah,
sometimes I might even had this to go with it. And it was just like we're not playing through that. Alright, and Spice came up. Dude didn't know. Dude did not know. He made an access code talker. I had Scream on board. He popped my monsters. He only got to attack once with access code. He ended up attacking me for like 7,000. Passed it back to me. I had a tier monster to play. Summoned it. I think I had a tier cash. Summoned a tier cash. Underfield spell. Summoned this back. Was finna pop his 40 whatever 100 attack. His fucking access code was, and he just scooped. So I was like, okay, that's fine with me. Alright, for the shitty side deck. Came up once. Won me the game. Pretty confident.
Anti-spell. Yeah.
He
that will win
didn't get to do
game.
anything. End up meta noising on his turn. He's playing Brandon Chimera. End up meta noising on his turn and making a window. Thought I was gonna play against Tier eventually. Mirror, didn't want to play a Mirror really. Sided these three. Also sided this. Never came up. I actually one game sided 7 of my extra deck, my side deck slots. Sided 3 of these. He didn't make that good of a board. Started milling, milled 2 of these immediately. And then I milled a draw when I was like, bro, I'm not siding nothing but gas. So round 7, the last round. Well, had this card, never used it. Had this card, never used it. Sided this in, didn't see it. Sided this in one game. I potted. He had 2 back row. He had a D-Bear and I think a N prime. So I potted, seen this, and he didn't have nothing but just the 2 traps. Fucking just grabbed this, popped his 2 traps. He called D-Barrier. I still got out of showering, Tear Cash, and I think almost OTK'd him through the D-Barrier. Oh, we gotta say that loud. Sided this and these 2. Well, sided this a couple times. Sided this once my last round. I had FTK the dude basically game 1. Round 8. Game 2, sided 2 of these and this. Drew both of these. He was playing Super Heavy Samurai. He ended on a Dweller. I normal to Kelbeck, attacked over it. Summoned Visa Starfrost, which I should have did that before battle, but so I could have gained the attack. And then I just set a Sullick. He didn't have anything, and I made a window. And I mean, I still had this in hand, so it was like he was playing Super Heavy. Wasn't nothing he could do. He had two Ghost Spell.
Drove kill Super Heavy Samurai anyway.
All right, and we got a lot of dudes that like to take 30 minutes on their turn. That's locals, regionals, I guess everywhere. This is my first regional, by the way. I won
the juice.
I won 3 rounds with this card. No, I won 2 rounds with this card.
I would have been 2 dubs with it, but I OTK'd him. I did hit Scatter Shot too, though.
So
that card does win games, both of them.
So sided these in late. It was probably like 3-4 minutes on the clock. I had won game 1, even though I lost 6 out of the 8 die rolls. I was winning game 1s. Besides the 2 times I got 2-0'd, I won every game 1. And well, y'all gotta kill me. If y'all can't end the game, I'm gonna take my time, and with 4 minutes to go, I'm gonna scoop, and we're gonna side deck, and then I'm gonna side these, and we're gonna mill. And I'm sorry, you should have hurried up and did what you had to do earlier.
Tell you.
The both times I did mill this card, I milled both of them in time. Like the first game I played a dude, he was playing Branded Chimera. So I milled both of these. So he lost 500, he went to 75, and I went up to
9K.
I went up to 9K. End up on his turn, I made a window. He Branded Fusion. Well, actually, he super polyed me. Then I made a window. Then he made a Mirror Jade with his Garura and the Branded Fusion. He disactivated Branded Fusion and made it like that. And then he tried to enter battle, and I guess he thought he was finna win the game because I had Ronald Hart on field, just face up attack, and he went to attack, and I was like, all right, I'll take 500, and he was like, how? And I was like, scream, and I got field spell. So I ended up on 85, and he was at 75. That's this game. And that's the profile.
Oh shit.
Played 41 cards.
Congrats on your top, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 41.
And until next time.
Until next time. Hopefully, we get to go to Worlds.
Man, we got to see you there.
For sure, for sure.